Hello guys, you're welcome to my channel. If this is your first time, you're welcome. In today's recipe, we're going to be doing vanilla sponge cake. And if you try out this recipe the way I'm going to show you, I don't think you're ever going to make a hard or a bad vanilla cake anymore. You're going to make it perfectly, like every time. No jokes, guys. So it's a method that works for me, and I think should work for all as well. Yeah. Okay, so in this recipe we're going to be using flour, baking powder, we're going to be using butter, we're going to be using some oil, we're going to be using sugar, we're going to be using vanilla essence. Yeah, very expedient. I mean, what's a vanilla cake without the essence, right? Okay, so in my flour mixture I have salt, a pinch of salt, I have baking soda, baking powder, and then my flour. Everything, I sieved it together and I mixed it. Yeah, so we're also going to be needing a hand mixer. You can use your hand, but me, I can't. But yeah, we'll be using a hand mixer for this recipe. In a bowl, we're going to put in our butter, and then our sugar, and then we're going to do the creaming method. I like to do the creaming method, it works better for me. Other people do it in a different way. Some people mix their egg and sugar first, but me, creaming it is. So yeah, we're going to cream our sugar and our butter together until it becomes pale and fluffy. Here you see the way it's looking now. It's looking like apple. By the time we are done, to have this silk, soft, and bright color. Yeah, so this is the state it is in now. Please take note though. Okay, so this recipe really works. Let me tell you guys a short story. So every time I baked my vanilla cake or any cake basically, it always turned out very bad, like really bad, and I didn't know what to do. I checked out people's recipes, I tried recipes upon recipes, and it wasn't just working. So one day I prayed and I just told the Holy Spirit, I said, please help me with a recipe that works. And poof, one day it just came, and I went to try it out, and guess what? That was how this recipe came about. I've never really seen anybody use this recipe. I've never watched any video. Okay, sorry. So yeah, this is what your butter and sugar should look like. I've added my oil now. Please do not add excess oil. A tablespoon or two will suffice. But anyway, you can check the description box below for the full ingredients and measurements as well. Yeah, so this is what it should look like. It should be creamy and beautiful like this. So yes, like I was telling you guys, that was how this recipe came about, and the recipe works. You should really try it out, and when you do, please let me know how it turned out. So initially I forgot to tell you guys that we'll be using egg. What is a cake without egg? Okay, I know that there are eggless cakes, but I've never tried it out. But yeah, we're going to be using 4 eggs for this recipe, and we're going to be adding them one after the other, like so. And then when we add one, beat it our mixer, or if you are using your hand, please, if you have the manpower, use your hand and beat it. I mean, before Abraham, there were men now, Abi? So yeah, it works too. Your hand works too. Don't say because you don't have a hand mixer you can't bake. Please, your hand works too. There was a time I was using my hand. So yeah. Please, if you've not subscribed to my channel, subscribe. Encourage your sister. I know my posting isn't regular, but please encourage me by subscribing and sharing with your friends. You don't know who has been having issues with their cakes. This might just save a life or a business. Hey, like it saved mine. So yeah. I also failed to mention that we'll be using milk for this recipe. And now it's time to add my flour. So I'll add my flour in 2 batches. And I'll churn, or rather mix, like so. Beautiful it's looking so silk. Guys, I'm so proud of this recipe. Okay, so yeah, we'll be adding our milk now, and that's how we're going to do until we're done with our cake, like until we're done with mixing. Lastly, we put a teaspoon of vanilla essence. Sorry, that's a tablespoon, not a teaspoon. And it's time to so we'll have to heat it down for evenness and to let out air bubbles as well. Okay, so I'm using a pot for this recipe. I used the bigger pot and put a smaller pot in the bigger pot and put my pan in the smaller pot, and I covered with a foil so that air will not enter into the cake whilst I open to add water. I'm using steaming method for this cake. I'm not really an oven fan, so I prefer doing my cake like this. This works, brings out your cake perfectly fine. You'll see. Voila. Just look at this goodness. So please try out this recipe and let me know how it went. Thank you so much for watching to the end. See you in my next video.